Yes, guys, welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today, I want to talk to you about if you can answer these three questions and be truthful and respond to the answers, you're going to find your healing in 2023. And I want this year to be a big year for us all. I am going full out this year. I've started a bit slow this year because I've been getting so many more clients, but that's nothing to do with what I need to go into with you guys, but it's been keeping me really busy. But I just want you to remember to like, share and subscribe. Turn on the little notification bell. I'm going to be posting a new video every day. I'm challenging myself to post a video five a week, because I'm only human. 5 a week, and I want you guys to be there for everyone. Now, these aren't just going to be little lessons. They're going to be really important lessons to help you grow spiritually, mentally, physically, and get more abundant, just live a beautiful life, okay? So, the first thing I need to tell you to do is join my free Facebook group, the Healing Circle. So there's a link in the description, okay? And I want it to be a group where everyone is supportive of each other. We build a wonderful community, okay? So listen, guys, let's get into this. You need to ask yourself 3 questions. When you answer these questions, you are going to be able to tell yourself what you need to do to find your healing, to find your wonderful life, to create a beautiful life for yourself, okay? So the first question that you need to ask, I'm going to go into detail on why you need to ask these ones and why it's been so helpful for my clients, okay? So the first thing you need to ask is, whose fault is this? So the situation you're in now, your illness, your problem, you're looking for a healing, so say you've got an illness. Whose fault is your illness? Can you answer that question truthfully? Really search your heart. If it comes up immediately, you know that you're holding on to a lot of resentment towards that person, a lot of anger. Why do you need to answer this question firstly? Whose fault is it? When we hold resentment or anger towards anyone, or any feeling of ill will towards anyone, we only put that energy into ourselves. And you know what I mean when I say if you're holding on to resentment, you're only putting the energy of resentment into your own body. What's that going to do? It's going to eat away at you energetically. It's going to eat away at you emotionally. It's going to make you go through such turmoil, such energetic pain that it's going to manifest into illness. If you are already ill, it is going to keep you in that place. It is going to hold you into that energetic bind. Think about resentment for something. It keeps you locked into the past. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to break away from the energetic binds of the past and create a new future. So when you're locked in the past, you need to say to yourself, whose fault is this? And I am so angry about this. And if you're blaming yourself, which 90% of you will blame yourself, you need to ask yourself, why am I blaming myself? What have I done so wrong? Why do I not appreciate myself enough to let this go? This is the start of the journey here. Whose fault is this? It's a huge question. If you are struggling to answer it, I want you to take a piece of paper for all of these 3 questions, write the title, whose fault is this, and just start writing until something comes out that you can make coherence of. Don't try and force an answer. Let the answer come. If you can't do it through that, sit in meditations, let it go. Just have the intention that the answer will come up. Whose fault is this? Okay, really, really search your heart. For any of you who are saying it's nobody's fault, I think there's someone that you're blaming for the reason that you're here. And it's most likely you if that's the case. So you need to realize that, and you need to then ask yourself these next couple of questions, okay? So the second question, I need you to know this. I need you to ask this, okay? You need to say, who do I need to forgive? Who do I need to forgive? This is a really powerful one. You know me, man. I'm breaking down spiritual teachings into simple modalities. This is a beautiful one from Louise, okay? Now, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about being able to meditate beyond the point where you lose connection to the past, that you don't feel the energetic ties there. So when you think of the person, you just lose that connection to them. That's fine. But sometimes it's hard for people unless they're really direct with it and they really start to say, I need to forgive someone. Now, who do you need to forgive? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the same person that you're blaming for your problems. So it's 90% of you, it's going to be yourself. You need to look at yourself and say, I need to forgive myself. Now, Some of you may get a little heart in your throat at this moment and say, that's impossible. How can I forgive myself? I'm a terrible person. You're not a terrible person, first of all. That's a big one. You're not a terrible person. You're a good person with a good heart. That's why you're here. You want to make change. I love that about you. What we need to say to ourselves is, who do I need to forgive? And you can use this next technique, and it's going to really help you. I want you to just to use an affirmation anytime you feel that anger or shame or any other energy or emotion that doesn't feel like it's loving towards yourself. I want you to say, I'm willing to let go and forgive. I'm willing to let go and forgive. If you need to supercharge it, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say your name. So Michael, I would say, Michael, I forgive you. I truly forgive you. And I'd say that many times until I start to feel that release in my shoulders, that release in the tension in my body. Then I know my body's responding to my new way of thinking. Okay? The other thing that we need to think about here, if it is someone else you need to forgive, a good way to do that is to look back at their story. Start to try to understand who they are, where they came from in this story. And we need to realize that they were just trying to do the best with what they knew. If they may be not great people, and that's fine. But we need to understand now that this is our job. We need to forgive them. You know why? Because any pain or anguish you feel towards them is only hurting you. Forgiving them doesn't mean you're condoning what they've done. It doesn't mean that you're letting them off the hook. It means you're letting yourself off the hook. It means you're letting go. I'm willing to let go and forgive anytime that person comes to your mind. After a while, the momentum of anger and all the other feelings you have towards them is going to slow down. You're going to be able to do it, okay? Now, like I said, this last one is the big one. This last one is the big one. And you need to ask yourself, do I love myself? Look at yourself right now. If you can, take this video to a mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and tell me your first response in the comments below. Do you love yourself, and do you need to love yourself more? A lot of you out there who are struggling are likely to say, no, I don't love myself. And if you are really struggling and you say, I do love myself, but you're still going through strife, you need to ask yourself, do I truly, or am I just saying it because I think that I should? Do I truly love myself? Ask yourself that question. Now, I work with lots of clients, helping them heal, manifest everything. 99.9% of them, all of them really, just need to learn to love themselves more. This is the key, the master key to everything you want in your life. If you have an energy of love, you're not only loving yourself, you're loving the divine within you. You're connecting to the deep, loving, infinite stream of abundance and health and wealth and gloriousness that there is out there. So ask yourself this: do I need to love myself more? Do I love myself? The answer is yes. So just start to love yourself. Think about your list. If you had a little toddler who was trying to learn to walk, and every time they fell over they'd say, oh, you silly idiot, what are you doing? You can't even do that. Or they were trying to talk and you can't talk. That's the stupidest way I've ever heard that said. What are they going to do after a while? They're going to stop talking. They're going to stop trying. They're going to give up. They're going to surrender to the negative, become mute or get lisps or walk in an awkward way and just feel not good. You need to start treating yourself like your own best friend and start to love yourself, show up for yourself. And you can do this year. Make it about you. If you can make it about you, it's not selfish, because you're going to give yourself the energy to be able to love others. Love yourself more and it will give you more energy to love others. I hope this helps, guys. Please write down in the comments below if you found this helpful. Which question resonated with you the most? Write it down in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Watch this video all the way through. It helps me with the algorithm and it helps me to get where I need to get to share it with more and more people. Take care, guys. Bye.